Welcome to OSIKANI TV on YouTube once again. Yes, Coach Oto Addo, he has been reappointed as the new head coach for the Black Stars team. So he tells us that for the next 3 years, as I brought you an update on this channel, he's going to be in the helm of affairs for the Black Stars team, and he also has an option of extending it to a further 2 years, which will become 5 years in total. I have with me
Sports Zlatan.
Yes, Sports Zlatan. Yeah, if you know Zlatan Ibrahimovic, you get to know how he punches, how he strikes, and everything.
The braveness.
So today we are going to talk about Oto Addo's reappointment and matters arising.
Yeah.
So let me begin from here. How do you make of it? Hearing that he has officially been announced as the head coach for the Black Stars team once again.
Oto Addo being announced, as the new head coach for the Black Stars, I heard the news and I was very happy.
Okay.
Very, very happy for Oto Addo, and also as a country.
Okay.
You know, we need a tactical coach. We need someone who lays plans down. We need someone who at least we can trust.
Okay.
The first time we didn't get that trust, but the second time, him being able to leave his job at post at Dortmund, such a prestigious post over there, to pick the national team. Very, very happy for Oto Addo now, as well as the Ghana's country.
Well, first of all, let's look at the criteria that was set up by the GFA. They gave us criteria. One was a coach who has at least had 15 years coaching experience.
Yes.
Two, a proven winner at the club's those criteria. How do you make of that as well?
So I feel like our football people, because you don't set up a football committee, you know, people to scout and get you a better coach with people on the board who don't know, the technicalities, the methodologies in coaching. They can't fish out the best. So initially I knew that with the criteria they set was nothing. The criteria was just there for paperwork, for the media, for us to feel like they are working. Because bringing in Oto Addo, let's put everything aside. Oto Addo doesn't fall under any of these criteria, but he's our coach. From the first day they set the committee, a lot of Ghanaians, you know, there's no smoke without fire. But there were rumors that Oto Addo is the person they are bringing. But we were here waiting for the committee to work and bring in a coach with that criteria that they have set. You set a standard, then you bring Coach Oto Addo.
So they set their own standards
and they go
decided to go against
it. But you know, in a good way. Because going against the standards, we have to understand Ghana for a football is not about the 15 years experience. It's about your authority. How you are able to stamp your feet in camp. How you are able to deal with your federations. A coach like Javier Renard, you cannot intimidate him. You can't tell him to pick this player or pick that player because his job, his CV is at stake. We needed a coach to do the same thing. We needed a coach who can control our dressing room. We saw Oto Addo qualifying the Black Stars to Qatar World Cup.
After qualifying ahead of Nigeria.
We saw how tactically he played with the defensive setup. We saw how he played against them in Mushuda Biola. This tells you that for the past 3 years, every Ghanaian realistically should say the truth. We've not seen any better coach like Oto Addo for the past 3 years in our team. When we talk about tactics, when we talk about when we talk about using a small stint, a small time to organize a team, to have a setup, to play even 15 minutes tactical football. For a coach to show that this is his fingerprint on the team. You can't talk of Sika Akono. We saw the intimidation. Sika Akono left. All of a sudden, when he was at post, you asked him, are you being intimidated? Akono would say no. But when he left, he was throwing jabs that he's even going to draft a book. This means that he saw issues over there.
So according to you, you think for the past 5 years,
for the past 3 years,
has been there. For the past
so
3
far,
years,
Ghanaians,
he has been the best coach we've had.
To implement a system for Ghanaians to see. Every Ghanaian knows how we eliminated Nigeria to qualify ahead of Nigeria. We played a system to get a draw here. We played the same system to get a draw in Mushuda Biola. And we saw what he did at the World Cup. The shortcomings, the fault of Oto Addo proved that he is not that top-notch coach, but he is a coach who is learning. So in big games, it will expose him. So now going, my only problem with his first stint was for him to be able to build the national colors, where he hails from, that he has a job in Dortmund, being a polygamous coach. At that moment, I felt like our people, we should have protected our pride, our dignity. But our people, our leaders, those who manage our football, left our pride aside, they left our integrity aside. They went for someone who was able to tell us that he's going to be a double standard person.
So he's not coming fully.
100% concentration. Now I can call Oto Addo not a polygamous coach anymore. So I expect what we saw under his small, time regime,
Okay.
what he implemented for
From
Ghanaians to be
February
happy.
to I think November,
During the World Cup,
sure.
managing players,
Okay.
how he communicated with them, how we saw the team playing. I was even happy. At least we were able to qualify. We also saw a performance in Cameroon, a rotten team, but Oto Addo was able to fix it early for us to go to World Cup.
But let's come to these points that you've raised from your own, analysis. One, you said we needed a coach who can stamp his authority on the team. A coach who can actually control things. Do you think Oto Addo can really take his own decisions?
That's another problem.
And be able to work on his own.
For someone, for you to go into agreement with someone, that you'll be double standard for you to go, and for the person to come again, either to convince you, either you applied. Because I'm very worried here. The criteria they set, Oto Addo doesn't fall under this criteria.
So why did he apply?
So ask yourself. So the question is, did Oto Addo apply? Or did our leaders went back to him begging that come back?
Well, I don't know, because
hope you see the question.
I think we are speaking about that issue where, like, if Oto Addo gets to know that, okay, this is the criteria,
why would he apply?
Why would you apply? During the interview session, over 500 coaches, he was the one who really impressed them.
The one who was able to fall under their 15 years experience criteria, which is very marvelous. If you're a Ghanaian, you sit down and you ask yourself, if Oto Addo actually agreed to a terms and conditions from our GFE, it means he's coming to work, and I assure you he's not going to get free hands on the job, because you not go into agreement with me to take $50,000 monthly. You know, a Ghanaian teacher has to work like 21 years before you get 50,000. So for Oto Addo to accept such a deal, it's very outrageous. It makes me feel like it is either he's working half, with our GFA also working half.
But do you think that he don't deserve it? 50,000.
50,000 a month. Ghana, you know, the minimum wage in Ghana, 14 Ghana cedis.
No, but some coaches were demanding for 100,000, 150,000
a month. For a coach to, demand such amount, your CV has to work.
That is why
maybe they were not able to deserve that.
Actually get someone on board.
So if that is why they were not able to get someone on board, and now they are bringing Oto Addo. Is it, I'm not focusing on the money that Oto Addo is taking. These are the figures. You can take even 100,000 a month. Ghanaians will not give a damn about that if only you provide Ghanaians results. We want to see the Black Stars, reincarnated. We want to see the Black Stars that we saw under the regime. The John Mensah, Asamoah, they didn't win anything for the national team. But we hold them in high esteem because we saw them hanging. They were yearning for trophies. They were dedicated. But these are teams. We saw players who will be playing high profile matches. They'll come to the national team. They'll be doing it like Interco. And it is very, very bad. Very, very bad on our behalf. So to me, Oto Addo's second coming, I'm just expecting him, or our football people, our GFA, we want to see free hands on the job. We don't want to hear any stories. You give a coach a 3-year deal, it is now time for Ghanaians to understand that football is a project. You can't go behind what the Senegalese did with Aliou Cissé. He worked with the team more than 5 years, and they allowed him. They went to the final, they lost to Algeria before they won another final against Egypt.
All right, so let's actually end it here and speak about this particular one. Looking at Otto's return this time around, do you think that going forward, Ghanaians should expect something different from what he did?
I just want to see the Black Stars play better again. And under Oto Addo, he was a player in the Black Stars. So all the players have to give him that respect. And one good thing about Oto Addo's CV is that he is a coach who has been in the better club in Europe, Borussia Dortmund, being able to control, youngsters. Ellen Haaland have a testimony about Oto Addo. Jude Bellingham, Sancho, they all love this man because of how he works. So, and the Black Stars that we have now is made up of, young crop of players, young talent. The Kamal Din Sulemanas, the Fatah Wishaku, the Mohamed Kudus, the Osman Bukhari. We need a coach who can manage these young talents and gel them together. A coach who can fuse them for us to get, a young and a talented team as we had in the 2010s. So to me, I think Oto Addo's second coming, he should just prove to Ghanaians that the black man is capable of managing his own affairs. So with all the knowledge he has in Europe, he's just help the national team.
So if you have a chance to advise Oto Addo in 30 seconds.
Apart from focusing on the job, if this is where we talk about integrity, as a black man, if you feel that you've been depressed or intimidated on the job, someone is holding your hands and you are being the mate, you have to do a press conference. Let the Ghanaian media, let every Ghanaian know that I'm a chow. You're from your human and so selection. But if you don't speak and you keep quiet because you feel like you are in the pocket of some people, it will be null and void. We will not use it.
That's it.
So if you feel there's something over there, if you think our football administration, we are still under the maladministration. We have some rotten panties. You know, we have some bad things we do over there. Oto Addo should just voice out. He shouldn't keep quiet. Not packing a bag in Kodabi. This is the time he should put, you know, everything aside, the country at heart. You know, that patriotic spirit. He should prove to Ghanaians if there's something going on with the appointment of Oto Addo, he should say it. If there's nothing, he should focus on the job and work and groom another Black Stars for us.
Okay, guys, so today I spoke with the sports Zlatan. Yes, this is Ibrahimovic himself, and I know you really enjoyed our convo on Black Stars next coach Oto Addo. We have games against Super Eagles of Nigeria on the 22nd. After that, we also play against the Queens of Uganda, and these two games will happen in Marrakesh, Morocco. Let's all expect greater things to happen. And it was a nice convo. I'd like to have you again on this channel. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, put on the bell for more updates on this channel. This was OSIKANI TV, and of course, we shall meet later.